Right now for Hannah S.K.
What's going on, Portland? I actually moved up here a few years ago after watching that show Portlandia. Do you guys know those people? Probably more than you think. I'm not actually proud. Well, I'm kind of proud of it because, like, I thought to myself, like, how can I be a part of this historic gentrification of the whitest city in America? And in case you don't know that, Portland is the fucking whitest city in America. Just like looking around this room, it's about one less person of color away from being a questionable gathering of people. Just want you guys to know that. But when I moved up here, you know, I thought like I could blend in, like you guys would never know that I was from out of town, but like, you guys know. Portland locals treat Portland transplants like they work for fucking ICE. Neo-PDX sucks, right? I'm sorry. I don't know, I've been up here for 6 years now, and like, I still like don't understand the culture here versus like the rest of the country. Like, I still expect to see people do things like talk shit to each other's faces. It's not really a Portland thing, right? Portland's more of an indirect, passive-aggressive shit-talking kind of town, you know? Which, like, in my opinion, is worse, because then you have to spend the rest of the day trying to figure out if you were just burned or not. You know? I like to talk shit back just to be safe, you know? Because I moved here from Houston, where you can get punched in the head just for, like, spacing out in the wrong direction for too long. I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? Like, huh? Oh, sorry, I was just kind of you know. Don't daydream in my direction, motherfucker. But I did move here from Houston, and when you leave Houston, they really only have one rule. Like, you can move anywhere you want, just don't move to fucking Austin. Like, no matter what you do, don't go to fucking Austin. Like, if you live in Houston, and it's like, especially if you do any kind of art, at some point or another, someone's probably asked you when you're moving to Austin. And Houstonians, we take that shit personally. Because what's fucked up is that most of us do want to move to Austin, but you're not. It's like showing up for your first year at Hogwarts and being chosen for fucking Hufflepuff. Like, this is disappointing, but you don't really get a say in it. I like comparing Portland and Austin because I spent a lot of time in both cities and they both have the keep it weird thing. And I think both cities are weird, just like in really different ways. I think Austin's weird, kind of like Kanye West. Because there's like no denying he's weird, right? But like more than anything else, he's a fucking asshole. Like, that's Austin weird to me. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Portland coined the keep it weird thing first, but Austin like hopped on stage and took that shit from you guys. You know, like, Portland, I'm gonna let you finish, but Austin's one of the weirdest cities of all time. All time. That's Austin weird to me. It's very aggressive weird. Whereas Portland's more weird, like watching a Japanese game show. Like, especially if you don't speak the language, you're watching like, I can't follow what's happening here. Are they riding bikes naked? That doesn't seem comfortable at all. Bike seats are suspect with clothes on. Why would you want to do that? I don't know. I do enjoy living in Portland. I can do things here that I couldn't do in Houston, like walk alone at night. That's a bonus. I was robbed in Houston one time getting off a train, and I had a homeless person hop on the pegs of my bike and tell me to keep riding. And we can just forget about the fact that my bike had pegs on it. Because we all made mistakes when we were younger. I don't know. Even doing comedy in Portland, I once performed out in San Francisco one time, and a fight broke out like immediately. And I'd been to the Bay Area a few times, and I was like, you know, I'd heard that Oakland was like the rougher part of the Bay Area, and you know, I was like, if this is what happens in comedy in San Francisco, like, what the fuck happens in Oakland, right? Like, typically in comedy, you get a light flashed at you when it's time to wrap it up. And I assume in Oakland, instead of getting a light flashed at you, you just hear the host's safety on their gun click off. Which is obviously a joke. Because real gangsters don't use safeties. That's why you always hear about them shooting their dicks off, right? All right, guys, I'm Hannah. Thank you.